How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Level and Diecast Mini GT action today. We're going to change it up just a little bit. Mini GT tends to get not all that much love on the channel. We're going to try to change up the format just a little bit. We're going to kick this off with number 591. This is the Grand Prix of Macau. That is your official safety car right there. The Lamborghini Urus. Looking pretty fancy. So nothing fancy with the box, just says Lamborghini on it. Of course, there is your holograms on the back. Make everything official. So throw that guy right there. There is the model right there. There is your Lamborghini Urus, the official safety car. The decals on the side looks pretty good. It's basically just a white Urus. No changes to the wheels or nothing like that. The light bar on the top is quite nice. Looks very, very good. So I like the details on that. A little bit of paint didn't get in where the spoiler is right there, but it's not a huge deal. Still looks pretty good. So 69th Macau Grand Prix there on the windshield banner. It says safety car is left-hand drive. This one unfortunately has a little bit of a quality issue. Take a look at the tail lights. You see the right tail light is perfectly fine, but that left tail light just doesn't have any red in it. Not really sure what the deal is there. That is a very, very odd thing from Mini GT. Normally, normally there are no issues from Mini GT, but unfortunately I did get one with an issue, which is definitely a bummer. But at least it's not on a super, super desirable model. Of course, just made in China. A little bit of print for the exhaust there at the back in silver. So we'll throw him right there on the box. Go through these in order. We do have a nice assortment today. Brand spanking new casting Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7 Grand Prix white with red livery. Super iconic deco for this car. Everybody instantly recognizes this one. Red on white. This one, number 612, does have its little Porsche hologram on the back. Of course, it is officially licensed product. Unlike Pop Race, Mini GT officially licensed. There is your Carrera on the side with those nice Fuchs wheels. Looks pretty good. Like that look. Definitely looks good. Tail lights are lensed. Looks good. Prints look good. Says Carrera up under the Carrera RS, up under that lip. Looks like it has an opening hatch in the back here. It does not open up. This has that really nice 2.7 print there on the grille. The little itty bitty teeny tiny side mirror there. Just one of them. Looking fantastic. This one is really, really good. Really, really good. Obviously super, super biased towards Porsche, but it still looks good nonetheless. Some lensed turn signals there in the front as well. And then some pretty decent details on the base. This is a super tiny model, though. I mean, super, super tiny. Look how little it is next to that Urus. Very, very tiny. All right, next one up, we are going IMSA Racing. This is number 640. This is the newest M4 GT3. This is number 1. This is the 2023 IMSA Sebring 12-hour GT winner for Paul Miller Racing. Got your quartz engine oil there on the side. Again, everybody's little holograms on the back. Everything officially licensed thus far. There is the model right there. It does say Paul Miller on the top. Looks fantastic. I love the green on the windshield banner. The green side mirrors look fantastic. Really, really cool contrast with that. I like the deco on this one. Quartz engine oil. Black, white, and red with your Michelins on there. I love it. I love it. It's just so good. So good. Lens taillights. Looking fantastic. There is all your deets in the back. It says GTD in there. Get that to focus a little bit. There we go. Very, very nice. Very nice. Prints on the other side look equally good. There is your illuminated number placard. So that looks pretty cool as well. A little bit of print on the side of the wings and stuff like that. Sort of the wing. This brings me to another issue. I have an issue on this one as well. So first off, I love the yellow lights and I love the yellow fog lights. They look fantastic. But if you look at the lights and you take a good look, you see the ones on the driver's side here. Those are relatively clear, but you see the ones on the left side are pretty cloudy. And that's just from them using a little bit too much super glue to get the lights glued into the body. So unfortunately it clouded up just a little bit. So that is definitely unfortunate. Definitely bums me out, but there is some additional prints inside those air ducts in the front. Which looks pretty good. This is a front engine rear wheel drive, but the engine sits back much further from the front end. So you get those air ducts in there to dissipate heat and whatnot. And then of course there is the base deets. Licensed by BMW. Nice little air dam out the back, but nothing really to it. They are quite aero packed on those GT3 cars. All right, we do have some JDM flavor in here. This is the latest color for the Sylvia Rocket Bunny in bronze yellow, although for me it's more of a canary yellow. Number 643. Of course, no holograms for Nissan and no holograms for Rocket Bunny or anything like that, which is perfectly fine. So we'll just keep stacking them. As you can see, this is, I mean, it's yellow. It's just yellow. Not sure where the bronze yellow comes from, but for me, it's just yellow. It does say Gretty right there on the front mount. Looks pretty good. Takata on the side. Hopefully it doesn't have one of those airbags in there. Rocket Bunny there on the hood looks good. Lensed headlights in the front looks pretty good as well. Sports the same 4 spokes as all of them have done thus far. And then that really nice aero dam there in the back. Really sets this model apart. Big, huge Rocket Bunny on the back. Looks good. No additional details on the other side that isn't on the other one, other than, of course, the fuel filler. So, too shabby. It is a matte black painted base. Of course, this one's printed 2002 Nissan S15 Sylvia, used under license. That one is pretty good. So, we'll set this guy on this side since he's a little bit smaller than the Urtus. All right, Lady in Red, McLaren F1 in red. Not a brand new casting, just a recolor. Number 654. There is McLaren's hologram there in the back. Official product. So Nissan, you're slacking. You're slacking. There is the F1. Of course, Hot Wheels just dropped their RLC F1, which was not very good. I will admit, I don't think it turned out all that great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. But this one looks fantastic. I love all the details on this casting. It's not new, but still continues to stun. There is your F1 print there in the back. Lens taillights look fantastic as well. Really good details on this one. A little bit of print for the vents in the back and whatnot. I do like that. Does have a spoiler back here on the real car that pops up. Unfortunately not the Mini GT one. A little bit too small for that guy. And then just a pretty standard base with a huge screw in the front. It's kind of interesting look. Big huge screw in the front. Throw that guy there. All right, most Mini GT releases seem to have a Bugatti or a Lamborghini, one of the two, or a Supra. But we haven't seen a Supra for a little bit, so we do have a Bugatti. This is the latest color for the Divo in just white. This is number 661. Yes, Bugatti has their own holograms as well. They do not mess around, especially when you're spending millions of dollars per car. This one looks fantastic. I think this is the best release of the Divo yet. We've gotten like a black carbon. We got some blue. And then we got like a lighter blue, I think. I think this is the 4th color. I think there is the deets in the front. Is a little tiny Bugatti symbol right there in the front. Can't even get that to focus. It's super tiny. But this looks good. This looks good. A lot of carbon bits on it, obviously. Taillights look pretty good. Those are painted on. Those are not lensed. But it doesn't really make sense to make them lensed. It's just part of the aero package in the back. But just a good casting overall. See the engine details down in there just a little bit. I've never seen, obviously, a Divo in real life. But I'm more of a fan of the Chiron myself. I don't really like any of the other versions except for maybe the Bolide. But likelihood of me seeing a Bolide in real life is basically 0. All right, brand spanking new casting alert. I think this is going to be the most popular in the entire release. I think people are going to absolutely flock to this thing. The Kenmeri Liberty Walk. This one in matte black. This one is looking pretty good. This one is definitely a little bit outside of Mini GT's kind of what they've done. And I think that it's good that they continue to expand. $655 on this one. Just regular Nissan, of course. So no hologram. So we'll throw this guy there. This model gives me some serious Aoshima diecast vibes. Those ones you get in the box, it'd be like 12 cars per, and they're like super body kitted up and they're super wide and stuff. This looks exactly like that. It just gives me those vibes. Looks fantastic. It has really wide wheels in the back and some skinnier ones in the front. Super detailed base. Super detailed base. That's something that we don't get from Mini GT very often. We get details, but not super detailed like that. Nice detail for the exhaust tipped in the back too, just as slammed. With the circle taillights, that matte black just kind of soaks up all that light. Liberty Walk on this side. Got some nice details for the over fenders. Looks good. Roll cage inside of it. Of course, it is left-hand drive. That is a three-dimensional part. It's an extra for the cooler lines that go out there. And got those angled headlights, exactly how it should be. And it rolls perfectly fine, by the way, in case you guys are curious with the super slammed wide body stance of it. But this looks fantastic. Details on it are really, really good. I'm really, really impressed with that model. They actually did a fantastic job with that one. All right, very last one in the mix. We are moving to Range Rover, classic Land Rover Range Rover in Davos White. This one looks fantastic. This one, number 658. You don't have a hologram either, so Nissan and Land Rover, y'all can be no hologram buddies and just hang out together. This one is the best deco yet. All of the Land Rovers we've got have been in like classic yellow, basically. Even like the versions for the Papua New Guinea Rally and all that other stuff versions. This one's really nice to get something different. We did get one in blue, but then it had a bunch of roof rack stuff on it. But this is just a factory white one, and it looks fantastic. Range Rover looks fantastic on the grille. Circle tail lights, turn signals are lensed up, looks good. Your fender mounted side mirrors. This is a left-hand drive model, which is interesting. I did pick this up from Surplus. Normally they are right-hand models. It says Land Rover back there. Looks really, really good. Those prints are fantastic. The exhaust tip right there. This does come with a tow hitch as well. So if you want to tow a trailer, you can. That is a three-dimensional fuel filler area. So that is added on there. That is a super, super attention to detail right there. And then these really, really nice factory wheels. Looks good in silver. Such a good model. Tan interior on this one as well. This one is really, really, really good. I mean, really good. So details on the base look good as well. So there you go. That is the latest Mini GT drop. We got 8 models there in the mix. I'm sure most people are going to be stoked about the Kenmeri. But it's been a little bit since Mini G had a drop, so I'm assuming that we'll probably get another drop relatively soon. There's a little bit of a lag, but it's probably due to Chinese New Year because, of course, they're all made in China. So we got to wait for everybody to party over there and then start shipping everything out again. So anyways, we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Let me know if you like that new format better than the rotator guy that I normally do with Mini GT. For those who do watch this video, let me know, and I do appreciate those that watch it. I love doing Mini GT. It's one of my favorite brands of all time. And we'll catch you next time on Level M. Peace!